Hello everyone and welcome to EduTap. So guys, we are back with another session for Himachal Pradesh Administrative Services for the year 2021 and 2022. And this is Reading Comprehension session 7 guys, and in these sessions we are discussing some reading comprehension passages which are very often asked in your exam. And before we begin, I wish you all the very best. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel up till now, please do so so that you don't miss out on any important updates or any important videos. And guys, if you need the PDFs of these sessions, you can join our Telegram channel, the link for which has been given in the description of the video. Now, you can call us on this number during the office hours for any query, or if you wish to ask anything regarding our courses, that is 8146207241, or you can also drop us an email at hello@edutap.co.in. So let's begin, guys. Now, there are a few key points to remember before we practice reading comprehension, which are number one, reverse reading. That is, you should read the question first so that you know what you have to look for in the passage. Second is reading between the lines. That is, to understand the implied meaning. What the author wants to convey is to be basically looked after, sought after, and understood properly. Then careful assessment of the sentences and what he wants to convey there, and then elimination method while choosing your options. So these are four important points to remember while we are practicing our comprehension sessions. So in this session, we'll be discussing four passages that were asked in uh, administrative prelims exam. So let's begin, guys. You have the first passage in front of you. So the question is, which of the following is the most logical, rational, and crucial message given by the passage? So we have to find the central theme, the message that has been conveyed by the passage. So let's read the passage, guys. Monoculture carries great risks. Now, you know what monoculture is? Basically, when farmers, they tend to reproduce the same crop because it is a probably a cash crop, or a crop that is that will help him in monetary sense. So that is monoculture. So monoculture is basically using or replanting the same crop over and over again. So he says that monoculture carries great risks. A single disease or pest can wipe out swathes of the world's food production, an alarming prospect given that its growing and wealthier population will eat 70% more by 2050. So it is a critical situation because if farmers start following monoculture, it carries great risk, because one single pest or one single disease can wipe out almost world's almost all of, or a lot of world's food production, which is an alarming situation because we will be eating a lot more, and we as a population we are growing at a very fast pace. The risks are magnified by the changing climate. Obviously the changing climate has impact on these risks, and these risks are magnified by the changing climate, right? As the planet warms and monsoon rains intensify, farmlands in Asia will flood. North America will suffer more intense droughts, and crop diseases will spread to new latitudes. So he's saying basically, as the climate is changing, we face this issue of food security, as well as changing climate is going to affect production of crops in one way or another. So we have a lot of risks to follow or to uptake in the future in agriculture sector. So let's read the options, guys. Preserving crop genetic diversity is an insurance against the effects of climate change. That is very good. Preserving crop genetic diversity, that means not following monoculture, but preserving crop genetic diversity is an insurance against effects of climate change. Second is, despite great risks, monoculture is the only way to ensure food security in the world. Extreme option as well as contradictory options, so we can eliminate it from the get-go. Third is, more and more genetically modified crops only can save the world from impending shortages of food. So guys, we cannot take an extreme option that only genetically, so GM crops are not even spoken of in the passage. So absolutely wrong. We can eliminate this option. And last is, Asia and North America will be worse sufferers from climate change and the consequent shortage of food. So this is not the rational and the most important logical message. The logical message is option number A: preserving crop genetic diversity is an insurance against the effects of climate change. And that is our answer for this passage. That is the message that has been conveyed or implied by the passage. So that is how you read, comprehend, and eliminate your options and find your answers in such passages, guys. Moving ahead, guys, passage number 2, here it goes. Let's read it together and let's try to solve it. Which of the following is the most crucial and logical inference? So what is an inference, guys? It is a logical fact that can be inferred from the passage. Some logical fact that can be determined from the passage is called an inference. So which is the following is the most crucial and logical inference that can be made from the passage? Let's read the passage now, guys. Today, the top environmental challenge is a combination of people and their aspirations. So today the top environmental challenge is a combination of people and their aspirations. If the aspirations, what you aspire, right? If the aspirations are more like the frugal ones we had after the Second World War, a lot more is possible than if we view the planet as a giant shopping mall. So basically, guys, after Second World War, there was a shortage of everything, and we did not aspire to have, luxuries. We only aspired to have basic necessities. So he's saying if the aspirations are more like the frugal ones we had after the Second World War, a lot more is possible than if we view the planet as a giant shopping mall. If we keep on treating the planet as a giant shopping mall and keep on consuming natural resources, it is going to be a problematic situation for us. But if our aspirations are frugal ones, now we can make way. Further, we need to get beyond the fascination with glitter and understand that the planet works as a biological system. We need to understand that if we keep on taking and if we do not give back, I think the ecosystem will, it will basically plummet, or it will basically, cease to exist. So that is the inference that I can take from the passage. So let's read the options, guys. What is the logical inference? The earth can meet only the basic needs of humans for food, clothing, and shelter. Okay. The only way to meet environmental challenge is to limit human population. All right. Population is not being spoken of, so we can eliminate option number B. Third is reducing our consumerism is very much in our own interest. Absolutely correct. And knowledge of biological systems can only help us save the planet. So guys, these three are very extreme options. We have seen that extreme options usually do not, basically make the answers. The correct answer, the correct inference is reducing our consumerism, because we are consuming like a shopping mall, right? So resuming our consumerism is very much in our own interest, because it will lead to environmental challenges and our aspirations will take us to dogs, right? So my answer is option number C, and that is the right answer, guys. Moving ahead, question number 3, passage number 3. Let's do it together. Now, the author of the passage holds the view. So we have to find the view of the author from the passage. Let's read the passage together, guys. Some people believe that leadership is a quality which you have at birth or not at all. So some people believe that leadership is a quality, either you have it from birth or not. This theory is false. So now he believes that this theory is false. For the art of leadership can be acquired and can indeed be taught. So he believes that the art of leadership can be acquired and can indeed be taught. This discovery is made in time of war. So this is basically a discovery in time of war, and the results achieved can surprise even the instructors. Faced with the alternatives of going left or right, every soldier soon grasps that a prompt decision either way is better than an endless discussion. That is true. A firm choice of direction has an even chance of being right, while to do nothing will almost certainly be wrong. So that is a simple permutation combination based question. So if you're in a war, either you choose you have to go left or you choose you have to go right. If you only keep on standing there without making any decision, you will definitely die. So going in other direction, that gives you at least 50% chance to be right. So he says that leadership qualities are not basically by birth. You can acquire them and you can learn them with experience. So that is what the author wants to convey here. So the author of the passage holds the view that leadership can be taught through war experience only. No, guys, that is not true. Leadership can be acquired as well as taught. Yes. The results of training show that more people acquire leadership than are expected. No, absolutely not. Despite rigorous instruction, very few leaders are produced. No, guys, I think the correct, the viewpoint of the author is that leadership can be acquired and indeed can be taught. So I have underlined the answer. It was given in the passage very clearly, and that is my answer. So option B is the correct option here, guys. Now let's move ahead, guys. Let's discuss one more passage in this session. We'll keep on increasing the number of passages and the difficulty of the passages as we move along. So don't forget to like the session, guys. If you find it useful, don't forget to share it so that someone who actually needs it may find it. Right. So let's solve it, guys. what is the most rational and crucial message given by the passage? So we have to find what message has been conveyed by the passage. Let's read the passage carefully. The quest for cheap and plentiful meat has resulted in farms where more and more animals are squeezed into smaller lots in cruel and shocking conditions. So, the quest for cheap and plentiful meat. So, people are looking for ways to produce cheap and plentiful meat, and it has resulted in farms where more and more animals are squeezed into smaller lots in cruel and shocking conditions. Such practices have resulted in many of the world's health pandemics, such as the avian flu. Right. So it has also led to world's health pandemics such as avian flu. You know, the flu that was in the birds. Worldwide, livestock increasingly raised in cruel, cramped conditions where animals spend their short life under artificial light, pumped full of antibiotics and growth hormones until the day they are slaughtered. Meat production is water intensive. You know, production of meat, it takes a lot of water. 15,000 liters of water is needed for every kilogram of meat. Did you know that? 15,000 liters of water is needed for every kilogram of meat, compared with 3,400 liters for rice, 3,300 liters for eggs, and 256 for a kilogram of potatoes. So compared with the vegetables or vegetarian diet, meat is absolutely correct. He has said it is water intensive. So he has discussed two things that do in the quest for cheap and plentiful meat. People have started such practices of packing animals into small places and then pumping them with antibiotics under artificial light, and pump them with growth hormones until the day they are slaughtered. And also meat production is water intensive. So let's read the options, guys. Mass production of meat through industrial farming is cheap and is suitable for providing protein nutrition to poor countries. Absolutely not. This is wrong. Nowhere we've talked about poor countries here. Meat producing industry violates the laws against cruelty to animals. That is true. But let's read the other options first. Mass production of meat through industrial farming is undesirable and should be stopped immediately. That is true. Mass production of meat through industrial farming is undesirable and should be stopped immediately. And D is environmental cost of meat production is unsustainable when it is produced through industrial farming. So that is also true, guys. Now, this is how close the options get to you. We can eliminate option number B. That was not the most rational, crucial message. Now, let's read C and D again. Mass production of meat through industrial farming is undesirable and should be stopped immediately. Or environmental cost of meat production is unsustainable when it is produced through industrial farming. So, guys, the most logical and crucial message that has been conveyed in the passage for me is option number D, because we are talking about the conditions that these livestock are being brought up, and then what risk they have on the environment, and how water intensive they are. So I think environmental cost of meat production is unsustainable. That is absolutely correct for me. Obviously, mass production of meat through industrial farming is undesirable and should be stopped immediately. It's not the message. So it is unsustainable. That is the message, and it should be reduced. So for me, answer is option number D, guys. So guys, I hope this session was helpful and useful to you. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so, so that you don't miss out on any important videos like this. And if you need the PDF of these sessions, you can join a Telegram channel, the link for which has been given in the description of the video, guys. So guys, I thank you for your time, for your patience, and for the for the endeavors that you are putting in for your exams. I wish that you succeed in your efforts and you come out with flying colors. If you wish to contact us, you can call us on this number, or if you have any queries regarding our courses, you can call us during the office hours, that is 8146207241, or you can also drop us an email at hello@edutap.co.in. So guys, go check out our courses in the description of the video, and till the next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy learning to all of you, guys.